can you give us a little, where are we going right now, and give us a little background?
Well, that's a tough one because we could talk for hours, but the Sittee River was originally, Sittee River Village was originally established with the Serpent Sugar Mill, which I believe Minister was several weeks ago to open that facility. Serpent Sugar Mill was operating in the mid-1800s to the late 1800s.
Yes.
And if you look at the names of the people in Sittee River, you have Mackenzies, you have McNabs, you have Kellys, you have Andrews. They're all English, Scottish names. They are the direct descendants of the people who originally started that sugar mill.
Did the mahogany logs come down this river?
Not
just
really.
The sugar mill.
The sugar mill, which is way upriver, we would not get there in this boat, but certainly on the road. It actually encompassed both sides of the river and went all the way down to what is called Oapn, which was a village up until actually the 1950s.
I see.
But they would truck or barge the sugar cane over the river and transport it down to Oapn, which is on the beach, south of Sittee Point, and then ship it out from there. So it really was a huge industrial complex in this area back in the 1800s. And so the history of Sittee River is pretty unique, and the government just recently has established the nature reserve or the park or whatever, Serpent, which Paul and I back in 1988, we were taken into the bush up there. I mean, you couldn't see anything. I mean, it was thick bush. But local people said, oh, you ought to see this stuff. You know? And then we said, wow, this needs to be saved.
Mary, when did you first, in the 80s, when did you first hear about Belize and under what circumstances?
I don't think I ever heard of Belize until my very new husband, Paul, said, let's go to Belize and check out what we can build there for a biological station.
Did you know where it was? Because some people think we're in Africa, they think we're in Brazil.
I like geography, so I think I may have at least known British Honduras. Whether I knew Belize at that point, I'm not sure. But
Minister Heredia, I wanted to ask you, you are such a visionary in your Ministry of Tourism, and I think you are so open with exploring our other opportunities. In your opinion, if your brief 3 hours here at Toucan, at Sir Thomas's at Toucan Sittee, what do you see our future is with this beautiful river and this community?
Well,
where do we go from here?
Let me just say, I believe that the way for Belize as a whole to go is in the eco-tourism business. And I feel that if we would have more people like Sabrina with this type of project, and Mary, those are the type of projects that we would like to continue to see. And I have said it repeatedly that in the master plan that will be coming in the next 6 months or so, I am sure that we will be focusing in what we regard as responsible tourism, where everybody cares for the environment. We believe in environment, making money, but at least we have to be conscious about our environment and create as least damage as possible to that environment and our surroundings.
Yes.
Because we have to realize that we have other people coming behind us.
We have a responsibility to our future.
We have a responsibility to that. And I have always been very, very vocal in all aspects of the industry that we always have to remember the ones coming.
Mary, where are we going now as we wrap up this segment of the show? Where are we going? Well, and now we are going to be visiting with Alan Stewart from Toucan Clay. And he will tell us more about his tour. But where are we heading now upriver?
We are actually in the river right now. We are probably, you can't see it, but just over there would be the high sands area, which actually now is the major part of Sittee River.
Okay.
But it's a fair distance away from the river. And then this river it obviously goes way up past the Kendall Bridge or Causeway now.
So how far away is the Kendall Bridge from here?
3 miles, Kendall?
Probably at least that,
Yeah, probably that. But you further up, you run into rapids, rocks, so other than dories, you can't get all the way up there.
Now, Mary, we see a tree fallen in the river right now. Is this from the flood that Sabrina was talking about
Yes,
this morning in our previous interview?
yes, ma'am. The flood of last June, I believe it was June 2nd, was devastating for Sittee River. Lives were lost, homes were lost. It was something that even the oldest citizens of Sittee River had never seen in their lives. This is part of that, but I can tell you it's hard to imagine right now, but a week or 2 weeks or months after that flood, you would see no vegetation on the side of the river. It was just stripped bare.
What?
Absolutely stripped bare. And
Oh my!
it was terrible. It was unbelievable.
It's remarkable, and it's almost impossible to imagine
Yes,
how
that
quickly
happened.
we can proliferate and come back to.
Well,
what
it was pretty remarkable to see it a day or two after the flood and just say, how is this ever going to grow back? The further upriver, closer to the Kendall Bridge that you go, the devastation was even more because the force of the water was.
And one question, did it pass how far away from the ground then the water flowed?
It had to have come over
rose
here.
higher than-
Yes.
And this is how many feet, so that people can know what we're talking about.
20, 25.
Oh my goodness, 20 feet. My.
Kendall Bridge, it was 20 feet.
Yeah.
My.
Our house down river, which never floods, it sits up on a hill. We had water all around.
Well, I want to say thanks very much, Mary Shave, for spending some time with us. What do we have there? Children?
Oh, yeah.
Children swimming in the river.
yeah.
Oh, is that beautiful or
I
what?
think that's worth a shot.
Oh, how wonderful. And these are Sittee River children, Mary, right?
Yes, I'm sure they are. Cooling off on a holiday.
Hello, children. Careful, careful. There's a guy.
Yep.
Careful. Hi.
Hello, darling.
This is our Minister of Tourism, Culture and the Environment Aviation. Have you ever seen the show Oapn Paki or hear about it?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is Oapn Paki.
I am Rosalie, and I want to welcome you.
Thank you.
We are doing a show today featuring the opening of Sir Thomas's Toucan Sittee, and we feature Sittee River and Sittee Village. Are you guys from Belize City too?
I'm from Belize. These two are from Sittee River.
Oh!
And their mother is up there.
And their mother is up there. Hello, mother. And who's that little girl? Oh my! What's her name? Biani. Hello, sweetheart. Okay, kids, have a wonderful time.
You merely believe for another place. When you remember the night that when you get it, believe that you may go. Yeah, but you must come back.
I want to say thank you very, very much for spending a day with us. And it's been wonderful. I hope to do many more shows like this with you in the South to promote not only the Thomases at Toucan Sittee and all the other stakeholders along the Sittee River, but also as far as Fiji and our Guatemalan border.
Definitely.
Thank you very much.
When you remember the night that you get the Lila, you may go, but you must come back, merely believe for another place. You merely believe for another place. When you remember the night that you get it,